Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The numbers from last week for Hilton. 15 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now back to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 2.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. K.J. Osborne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams?
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Finding room at midfield.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to his left. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
2nd and 16.
Up the middle they go. Hilton. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 11. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 1. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And it's 3rd and short.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. He'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
K.J. Osborne
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Cam Akers,
his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off of the end.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD in the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
34 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown, Pat, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Grady Jarrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
On 3rd down, Hilton.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
Fielded at about the 28. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin with the oldest rivalry in the NFL, dating all the way back to 1921. Green Bay hosting Chicago. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along. Because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sullivan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up a throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 4. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. But if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a Lion that's shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run this with Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Lions are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Aiden Hutchinson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he stopped immediately there. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Nifty move. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Cam Akers
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Back to throw now on first down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Swift again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to maneuver. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Complete, and their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Eric Ezukama, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
14 yards that time for number 14.
On the give, this is Akers. Down at the 25.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And just 3 yards.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll look to get back in the winning